Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this content. If you'd like to support us a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our channel. Members pay, I think it's like $3 a month at the lowest tier in order to gain access to exclusive content that eventually will begin to come out. Maybe I'll make our shorts public earlier to everybody who's a member. Who knows? Or if you're interested in supporting us even a little bit further than that, consider joining us on Patreon. We have a bunch of open slots in our community. In order to get into any of them, you go through our Patreon to do so. But I think that's going to be everything from me right now. Alrighty, Dorzen, tell us what happened last time.
Last time, the Fate Breakers had just successfully located the coordinates in the Astral Sea where Prissa and Vorvik were bound. Upon getting that information, decided to rest a little for the day. Kuma discovered a weird bug that seemed very interested in what was going on and immediately ran off. Turns out that was a druid working for Keyleth and the Ashari. And thankfully, due to a masterful deception by Mary, we were able to point Keyleth to effectively waste 12 hours of her life. After doing that, the party, I believe we slept, then clouded up. No, we clouded and then made our way towards the mountains. Slept, yada yada, and then clouded down to the Ivy Heart Thicket, where we encountered Dorzen's uncle paying for his misdeeds by being trapped in one place. Very poetic there. After a heated debate between the party and Dorzen's uncle, they came to an accord. He would use the forest to slow them down if they burnt the forest down. Slow down the people pursuing them and give quick access to the Temple of Vorvik. The party sorta agreed and started lighting forest fires. After entering the temple, the party barricaded the door, took positions, and began the extremely long and delicate process of searching for Vorvik's good half and ripping it down to Exandria. There's a few misfires. Got some good souvenirs from the trip. And ultimately, the ritual was a success. And now the party, exhausted, is standing with a, going to assume, fully powered up version of Vorvik's good half.
So, it did take the entire process of 8 hours, just so everybody is aware. But you all look down at the ground. Jimmy, Mary, and Dorzen all feeling very fatigued right now. Very tired with the entire process. Dorzen more so than anybody else. I already gave you your levels, correct?
Yeah, I'm 3.
Yep. Mary and Jimmy are 1, right?
Yeah.
But you look down at the body that has completely solidified and began growing skin across it slowly until the eyes open up and it begins coughing. Oh. Looks over at you, Dorzen. Hello, brother.
That is going to get something used to.
Did I bother you at all? I'm sorry.
No, just very tired.
Same here. As he begins coughing up a little bit of like residual dust out of his body.
Quick question. So is he exhausted, like as exhausted as Dorzen, or more so?
Roll me a medicine check.
Fuck.
You're not bad at these.
I'm not proficient either.
All right, you're not legendary in the ability, but you're not bad. 13. He looks relatively hard up as Dorzen does right now. Like, yeah, relatively.
Oh, by the way, is he also, like, since he was just put in a vessel, quote unquote, like a new body, is he like completely naked and like unequipped?
Oh, yeah, 100%. And you can see the family resemblance.
Oh my.
I mean, happy birthday! You were just born today.
Looks over at you.
Your birthday
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well,
Mary starts blushing and goes up to him, pulling out like a blanket from her pouch or backpack.
Dorzen, why don't
Take this,
you?
please.
Thank you. He tries wrapping
Dorzen.
it around himself, chained up completely. Like,
Oh, he's still chained up.
oh yeah. The chains itself, the tether is like binding his whole body. It's not like he's chained to like keep him captured, but his body restrained.
No.
Dorzen, why don't you help your brother out? And Sylvan will pat him on the back, and then with his other hand, like, throw some powdered diamond dust basically in his face and cast Greater Restoration.
All right. That removes 1 level of exhaustion. And who are you putting that on?
Dorzen.
Dorzen? Okay.
So he's at 2 exhaustion.
Hooray!
now.
I'm not at a disadvantage on attacks.
Roll me a perception check, Mary, since you're looking at him very intently, apparently.
I am?
Well, you said you blush and you're giving him a blanket, you know.
Well,
Unless
yeah.
you're looking away to give him a blanket. Here. Like,
I'm just
He holds up the towel
25.
with
When Greater Restoration is cast on Dorzen, Vorvik looks better.
Oh, we got that spirit bond thing that happened
Yup.
during the fight.
Yep.
Right. Well, you two seem connected, I suppose.
Well, I mean, we are practically built out of the same thing.
Right.
It was a real pain.
You're the one mentioned in this book. Pulls out Ace's script and puts it
Yes,
back.
no idea what that is.
What is that?
Volvic, correct?
Vorvik, yes, that is my name. Why?
So
I'm gonna poke him in the chest. Dorson, do you feel this?
No.
does he do like the little peck thing? You know, with, like,
No,
the-
no, he's still very tired, guys. Like, he's like 2 levels of
No.
exhaustion is like a 48-hour binge of working. Like, that's
Yeah.
No, Mary, I do not feel it. I'm going to assume it works the same way it did when I had to fight his other half. I heal, he heals.
Well,
Oh.
what my question is, do you know of any way? Because we took as many precautions as we could with our resources to make sure that what we did was not looked upon, not seen. Do you know if there's any way once we leave here that someone could figure it out, or is there a way to erase that evidence?
I'm sorry, are you talking to me?
Yes.
I apologize. I mean, What did you all do? Are you wanted?
We don't know.
Just, it's safer
Oh.
to assume yes.
Oh, well, I mean, all of the protection in Exandria can only go so far. There is always the possibility of divinity being able to look upon you.
Well, I mean,
And And I know my beauty has never stopped gazing upon me.
Alright, well, regardless, we should likely... We stayed here long enough, I think. We should probably all get ready to leave.
Would you mind, releasing me from these chains? I understand, my other half was a problem for you all, she told me, but you cast freedom of movement on him and they just fall off of him.
I thought those were
Thank you.
symbolic chains.
Well, they are. The symbolic chain is still tethered to his chest physically. He has to wrap him up, but now he's no longer restrained by it.
Gotcha.
He'll wrap the chain around multiple times and like put it over his arm and just keep it there. And you see the chain goes directly to the center of his chest, still physically imbued into it.
Oh, I thought about a car. Like, oh, here, let me get that. Just
Is that always going to be there?
I don't know. But it feels warm.
Fantastic.
Oh. And he starts, like, feeling the ground around him. Stone.
better than floating in nothing, am I right?
You are absolutely right. I haven't felt anything in so long.
As I said, though, we should all likely leave. We've been here long enough. Just give me a couple more minutes. Oh no, 1 minute, and Soen will
course.
use 7th level to recast Windwalk on everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, there's probably an angry druid on our way here.
Oh. Well, in all honesty, I don't think I need that. I can just simply... Where are my wings?
Oh, right. They're not permanent anymore.
Oh.
I don't know when that happened. I wondered if I would get them when I turned into you, but you can bring them out, but they don't last forever.
That is quite unfortunate. I liked the feeling of freedom and soaring through the sky. Oh well.
Well,
So
you can do it as a cloud.
So what are we going to go do? Do any of you have water?
Yeah.
May I?
Wait, do I have a thing? Damn, I don't have it created right now.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I hand him the water skin.
And he'll take a very long, gluttonous chug of it before handing it back. Oh, that is wonderful. Oof, now I'm hungry. And Doris, and you
Turkey.
notice, now you're hungry too.
Jerky.
Then the beach.
Oh, that is... Just starts ripping into it and filling up on it. Quite good. Oh, wow. Is that salt? You have salt.
Yeah.
Oh, this is wonderful. Oh.
Why don't we enjoy being back on the mortal plane once we are in a safer location? Why not?
Sure. What? I have so many questions for all of you. I need to know so many things.
Yeah, we'll explain once we get back to... Actually, no, we're heading to the place where Priss is at, right?
Yes.
Right, we gotta do that first.
Before we leave, Dorzen, do you have any extra... Kuma, do you have any extra weapons or equipment that you can lend?
Oh, I
new
don't need
naked
any
friend here?
weapons. I don't want to use any weapons.
Do you have any shields or like armor you can give him clothes.
Rummage through the bag.
Do you guys have
No.
any spare masterworks that you just keep in the bag? The party loot? I wouldn't be surprised, but yeah.
I mean, I got gloves and a cloak I can give him.
Nice. Are they magical?
Both regrettably are.
Okay, yeah. If they're magical, they'll fit him. If they're not, they would be comically small.
Yeah, the gloves are, and yeah, and both of them are masterwork, 3 slots, nothing in them. So.
Oof.
I mean,
Oof.
Soen's tempted to lend him Basky to, since, you know, he's got normal clothes underneath the breastplate.
I mean,
I'll go ahead and just with the wolf cloak that I have in my pack, I'm going to use fabricate to just adorn him with a set of clothes with that.
all right.
Ants.
A very nice furred outfit covers his body. Ah, that is quite useful. Thank you very much. What was your name?
Jimmy, you're feeling okay? Just kind of no effects or anything that you're aware of?
I mean, I forget what it's like to feel. If you would like to take an analysis once we get out of here, feel free.
No, it's okay. I just want to make sure you're not suffering any, adverse effects right now.
If anything happens, I'll be sure to let you know. Yes, Prissa talked about you in length. You're very curious about a lot of things, aren't you?
Well, a lot of people said we shouldn't do this thing we did, so I just want to make sure nothing bad's going to happen. Let me know.
He'll put his hand on your shoulder. If you have any questions at all about any curiosities, please ask me. I'm an open book.
You remember everything, right?
Unfortunately, part of my imprisonment was I could not forget.
All right, that's good then, I think. Yeah.
Oh, you just gave him such a big encyclopedia.
Yup. Vordvik is a
Hey,
very dangerous entity for reasons.
Hey, Mary.
What?
How convincing of a note do you think you could put saying we failed and we all died? I think Keela might believe it.
It's kind of hard. Well, maybe with Magic Mouth, Jimmy.
It's signed at the bottom, though.
This is our final note.
This is the
sir.
last will and testament of these
Yeah.
idiots who tried to do something.
Honestly, if it was Mary doing it, I believe she could pull it off with something like, if you're seeing this, then we failed and our bodies have disintegrated or something along those lines.
If you're
Make it
reading
quick.
this, then I'm already dead.
So we're clear. Everybody in our group has knowledge of something they shouldn't know about, but now we have this other person who has probably a multitude of more knowledge that probably should never exist, right?
We got a chapter. He's the whole library.
Yeah, okay.
He
Got it.
experienced almost the entirety of the calamity
Yeah.
on the front lines.
We'll crack that tome in a
Yeah,
bit.
yeah. That's a lot of shit. I've
we'll
been
crack that.
preparing for all of these notes to give people. Oh, it's a
We'll
lot.
crack that tome once we're a safer place. For now,
Yeah.
Soen's kind of unbarricading the door or whatever we did.
Oh,
to
we
seal
need
it.
to. Is there a skylight in this room? I thought there was.
No.
No, you're deep
Oh.
underground.
The-
There's
the
a
ol-
painted mural of a sky above you, but there's no actual skylight.
The only thing holding the door shut is the immovable rope. Or not the immovable rope, the unbreakable rope.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which,
Oh, Kuma's got to pick up
Punk.
the. Got to pick up the rock.
rat.
And
Oh,
then
right.
turn into a cloud. Oh, do you need help with that, or are you okay? You
I
look
got
to
it.
be struggling. Okay. He stands up and you can tell he's stumbling while walking, not really knowing how to use legs.
I help him get his legs back.
Yeah, just like an astronaut who's been in space for too long. He's been in the astral for too long.
Or
so
a pirate that's been on the sea too long.
I mean, way worse than that, but yeah. I ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan. But anyways, you all begin moving and walking back through this very ancient location. He's very curious as he's walking past, just touching anything he can with different textures, trying to like just take in the surroundings like almost like a newborn child or a person reacclimating to sensations for the first time in millennia. And as you continue to move through here, you get back over towards the front entrance. And
Before
as
we go
you
up the stairs,
yeah.
before we go up the stairs, I think we should all turn to clouds now and just fly, because we have no idea who's up there.
Can also, before we head up there as well, can Soen do a perception check just to kind of do a cursory, like, can you hear breathing up there? Is like there signs someone's up there right now?
Go
There's
for
a
it.
big fire going on.
Is anything interesting about Vorvik on the astral?
What?
Robe of Eyes.
Oh.
No, his body is here.
Or,
There's
yeah,
no
ethereal or invisible. My bad.
There does appear to be wings on his back that are sitting in the astral.
Oh.
There are wings on my back in the astral?
No.
Oh, we forgot
you-
to make his leg wings. Whoops.
Yeah, you made his body an exact copy of Dorzen.
Exactly. Jimmy was
Mhm.
working with what he had. He
Yeah.
wasn't
Right.
intended otherwise.
Yeah,
your
yeah,
wings
no.
are stuck on the astral, not the astral, the ethereal plane for some reason.
Oh, that's oh, I'll deal with that some other time. Beggars can't be choosers after all, right?
Yes, like I said, let's discuss all this when we're in a safer place.
20. You hear the raging of the fire further along, and somewhere to the east, the sounds of very large wings flapping into this direction.
I hear
Like-
very large wings on their way. We
Let
need to
me
go.
huge gargantuan wings, actually. Gargantuan
Oh, no.
wings.
So if they're east, we should head west and north.
Yep.
Very well. He starts concentrating on turning into a cloud, and as he's doing that, Dorzen, you're turning into a cloud.
This is going to take some getting used to. I concentrate to make him turn into a cloud.
And you turn into a cloud faster.
Soren will, before turning into a cloud, as he's concentrating, he's like, "Follow me," and he'll turn into a cloud.
Wait,
and
does Vorvik actually eventually turn into a cloud, or is this a
Yeah,
problem?
yeah. Both of you turn into a cloud at the same time. As he is turning into one, you are turning into one.
And Soren, when he's leading us in our cloud forms, he's basically going to, since there's a fire raging and stuff, right? He's gonna
Yep.
try to go along with the smoke because cloud smoke, smoke screen, literal smoke screen.
Alrighty. Well, everybody, as living. All right,
just-
everybody, as the living
Does it
kill
say
clouds, roll your stealth checks. Remember, your bonus is only a +2, but you do get any proficiencies that you have.
Do we also have advantage because smoke screen?
I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
But disadvantage for Dorzen and Mary still, and Jimmy.
All right.
Would I get advantage from wearing my cloak, or would that be disregarded since I'm a cloud?
It disregards. If you have one instance of disadvantage, one instance of advantage, no matter how many more of anything else you get, you still have a straight roll. So the three of you are still stuck at a straight roll.
Get it. 10? Because you said it's a +2.
Correct.
Mine's minus. Or no, because proficiency is a 2 as a cloud, right?
Yes.
Okay, then -4.
Does Vorvik get a roll, or does he go on mine?
He gets to roll as well. And he rolls considerably lower than everybody else. But you all are moving into the clouds. As you are trying to make your way through the smoke, a couple of you get a little too close to the flames themselves and end up having to shoot quickly, moving through the clouds and the smoke itself, which does cause little poofs of disturbance through the open area as you all continue to move. Silverin, give me a survival check, and somebody else give me a survival check. You're trying to navigate your way out of here. Disadvantage because of the heavy smoke.
Fuck.
Kuba's got it.
Yeah.
14. Silverin, yeah, we're going this way. Kuma's going that way. It's up to y'all who to trust.
I think at one point, Silverin is one of the people that gets too close to the flames and remembers his like normal thing with nature. It's like, yeah, you know what? And goes towards Kuma.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yep, that is a natural thing.
For some reason, Kuba's always really good at survival checks.
So, after
why?
flying for about an hour, you all pop out of the tree-lined forest and you look back at the skies that are completely blackened and filled with this intense flame. You can make out the orange and reds and yellows of the flames themselves as they are sparking all around, and there's already a large group of soldiers moving towards the forest in the hopes of trying to extinguish it before anything happens, though they're probably going to get there when it's a little too late. Now, as you all continue flying, now that you're outside the forest, where is it that you're all going?
I'm assuming like before we even came here and stuff, that Silverin would have like acquainted himself with like the terrain, in a sense, like when we came to Tal'Dorei itself, he would have gotten all the major landmarks. My question is though to Dorzin and Jimmy, would you two have mentioned which forest is the Raven's Nest or where that would be?
Yeah. Raven's Nest is north of Amman, along the coast. And I'm pretty sure at least that description alone should give us the proper bearing.
Yeah, Silverin would know about a forest area in that direction, I guess, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So he would just start heading that way and then depend on you to tell him if it was the right one.
So, you all begin flying out in that direction, and after 2 more hours of travel, we are now encroaching on the point where each of you has been awake and active for too long. And every hour you travel after this point, you're going to have to give me a con save. Luckily, the DC starts out small to see if you suffer a level of exhaustion.
You can get to Falcon Estate. Great.
In the next hour, you could all get to the Falcon Estate.
Isn't that in? No, that's outside of the.
Yeah, it's way outside of Mon.
You guys are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I need a con save from each of you. DC starts out at 10.
Also, just for a point of clarity, because I don't think Cloud makes a difference. Dorzin, you're at 2 exhaustion, right? So your speed is halved.
Yep.
So we're going at slow Cloud speed, guys.
Yep. You and Vordvik are both taking their times.
It's a light breeze.
Damn it, roll 20. There it goes.
Yeah. You're still faster, but you're still not going that well.
Do I get the Jimmy thing for that nut one?
The what? Dude, Jimmy can only pay attention to one person in Cloud
All right.
form, and that's Silren, and even he is like getting lost, apparently.
Yep.
Oh, he's just like a little paranoid after the fire, because usually...
Mary, you now take on your 2nd level of exhaustion.
All right.
As you all continue traveling, and you are nearing towards the Falcon Castle, but the rest of you can see Mary and Dorzin and Vordvik are all falling behind quite a bit. They're definitely like they're not doing so hot right now.
Can Soen, while we're like in the sky and stuff, can he see a good spot on the ground that's basically defendable, but also a good place to hide?
You can see that there's a few smaller woods around this location. Most of which have been terraformed to match people's property and to have roads leading all throughout Tal'Dorei. You know, not as grandiose as, you know, the primary roads, but like smaller ones going to different estates and things like that. I mean, they will be traveled upon, presumably because, you know, everything looks well traveled upon in this location. But if you want to go down into some woods and hope for the best, you could do that. But you are right outside of Iman at this point.
Wait, outside of Iman?
Well, by outside of Iman, it's like you're outside of Philly when you're one county away from Philly. You're right outside of Philly. You
So
know?
we're like in this general area or something, or
Yeah,
okay,
right around
that's
here.
actually not too bad.
I think
So-
we should push for the castle. For anyone who can read lips.
That be Dorzen.
And Mary. Wait,
So
I
then
keep
we'll-
thinking Mary has observant. She don't. Okay, yeah. I keep
Soren
thinking you
does.
do. Just strikes me as something you would have.
Yeah.
Dylan sees that, but he also sees the slow-moving ass clouds and everything. And
I wouldn't want to risk it in this situation. Better to be tired than dead.
and you said that it's actually people's properties, right? Like,
Yeah, it's like open farmlands, woods, smaller little estates that people just live on and live off of.
Soen will start kind of floating down to what looks to be probably a cozy looking farm with probably some cows and farm animals.
Yeah.
And uncloud himself.
Sure.
And he will kind of encourage his friends to do the same, or companions.
Well, Vordovic doesn't even hesitate. He starts transforming.
So doors
It
start
looks-
transforming in the middle of the sky.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
and this is one he's hoping. This one has a barn, I would say. The
Sure,
barn
yeah.
has. And he will then go up to the main, like the main house of it,
Mhm.
and knock on the door.
All right. Dunk, 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 dunk. Little creakity. You hear some footsteps wandering over. Is everybody else out of cloud or still in cloud? Your call.
Mary's not Cloud anymore.
Kuma's not a
was-
cloud at this point.
Dorzen don't really have a choice.
Jimmy?
Yep. Following.
Alrighty. So, the door opens up and you see a fairly old individual look up at you all. Appears to be human, hunched over, graying hairs all across their head, and very big glasses that are, you know, probably 2 subscriptions too thick for his face, and looks at
He's
you
got-
all.
He's got that farmer muscle though.
Very old farmer muscle, not like it's
Right.
like he's been out of practice for a couple of years.
Good. What time of day is it?
At this point, you flew 8 hours. Oh, it's well into the evening. Yeah.
Oh, good evening, sir. Me and my companions have been traveling the road for quite a while, and we are exhausted. If you would allow us, could we pay to rest inside your barn?
Oh, by all means, if you need a place, Margaret, yes,
happy
Grandpa.
Be happy to rest inside the house as well if you have room.
I mean, oh well, if you don't mind sharing with Margaret, you're more than welcome to. But we don't really have a whole lot of extra space in here. The barn's
I don't
about the
mind.
best that we could offer. We have a loft.
Barn's fine.
I didn't want to impose, but if you want to stay here, Meredith, then that's fine. But we will definitely pay you for your hospitality, good sir.
Oh, there's no need to do anything like that. It's, you know, help one another out and all that. You know, that's the only thing that, you know, the great Church of Sarah Ray teaches all of us. Make sure that you do unto others. That's what we do here. Hey, Margaret! And you see a younger woman walk around the corner, red hair, freckles across her face. Yeah, Grip? Her eyes go wide as she sees Dorson and Jimmy.
Oh,
Oh my
shit.
god. Oh my god.
Hi.
You're the champions of Tal'Dorei.
Margaret.
Yeah, the what?
We're
Margaret. As-
we're a traveling troupe of actors. They just haven't gotten out of their disguise yet, or
So
costume. I mean,
can Dorson like go?
Okay.
Kind of like Captain America in the.
Yeah. Grandpa, we're gonna let them stay here, right? Yes, of course. I said they have to stay in the barn. Come. I'm sure they could really fit. No. Mm-mm. These young men are not welcome in my home while my granddaughter sleeps by herself in a bed. You're too young for that. They're gonna sleep in the barn.
well, I can look after your granddaughter.
Well, that'd be very pleasant. You're welcome to share if you would like to come on inside. That's perfectly fine.
Thank you very much.
No, points at all of the guys.
Regardless, thank you for allowing us to stay. We will
Yes, of course.
we will compensate you for your kindness, good sir.
Oh, there's no need to do that. Seriously, the church in
There's
Sarenrae does not need anything else from that. And
Sir.
Margaret, go get all the extra blankets. Hey, I will not take no for an answer, young man. All of you, you're welcome to come inside for a nice cup of tea. Oh, Margaret, get the good stuff, please. Come on. Yeah. And she goes running off.
That's the question. Does he look at Kuma like, no? 'Cause
No,
it's hard
nobody
to
looks
tell.
at. Dude, this is Tal'Dorei. Nobody looks at anybody differently. They don't give a
I-
fuck.
Unless
'cause
they're like
Lizard folk are
racist.
hard to distinguish unless they speak.
Dude, he can't even distinguish your faces. He's so old. Okay, you're fine. If it wasn't for Margaret, they would have never have known. But yeah, come on inside, and he grabs your wrist, Silverin, and starts like dragging you over to a table. So all of you fine young whippersnappers, you're traveling. You look tired. Oh, you look so tired. Let's just get you something warm in your bellies, real quick, of course, and tell me a little bit. What are you all doing here? Young man, you have really nice furs. Looks at Vorvik. Thank you, sir. He's weird. All right.
He is. But we've just been traveling for a good bit now. We've had some work that came by, and now we're off to our next task. It's a bit of a personal matter.
Oh, yeah, that's understandable. I mean, I know carnies, they are always going up and down these roads, pitching up tents wherever they want. Some of them get a little carried away. That's why I have to be so careful with Margaret, you understand? I mean, if you heard about what happened to the McNamara family right down the road, of course, their sweet daughter, she was such a lovely gem, and, well, now she has piercings and shaved half her head and, child along the way. It's all thanks to those dang carnies. But hey, I'm not one to judge other individuals. I just got to be protective of my family, of course.
Understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Things aren't like they used to, back in the good old days.
Right. I mean, I'm sure you probably knocked on a few other homes before coming here, and, well, it's only by the grace of Sarenrae that you're so lucky I'm so nice. Here's your tea. And he's pouring you all out a cup of, like, chamomile, but you can tell just from the scent that the leaves have been reused multiple times. Very simple family lifestyle, Mm.
Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
of course. Now, don't worry about cleaning up. Margaret! Yes? Are you done getting all of the blankets? Yep, I think I got all of our spare blankets. Wonderful. All right, I'm just going to, give those over to one of you strapping young lads, and throws the blanket pile into Dorson. There you go. Wow, you're a big sumbitch, aren't you? Oh, yeah.
Thank
Actually,
you, sir.
Trent in disguise. Get fucked.
This tea was wonderful, but
Yeah.
I think it might be best for my companions and I to retire for the night.
Oh, sure. Hey, up and at 'em first thing in the morning. I mean, you get your sleep in as long as it takes you, but I'll make sure we got ourselves a nice big breakfast. How you like some sausage, some pancakes? Maybe we'll have a little bit of grits on the side if I can whip them together for you. Ooh, hash browns. We can have some hash browns. That'll be real good. Margaret, we got any more potatoes? Yeah, Dad just harvested. Oh, yeah, you guys have some really nice potatoes, too. Yeah.
So
First thing in the morning, I'll see you.
I thought weren't you the granddad?
Yeah, her
You know
dad
what?
just
Never
harvested.
mind. I won't ask. It's
I'm sorry?
Never mind. It's I didn't quite get your name, sir.
Oh, yeah. My name is... Let me think.
Sorry.
Let me think.
My name... Ron Bone... Tinkleman.
Strongbone?
Ron Bone Tinkleman is my name.
Right. Well,
You know?
very nice to make your acquaintance, Rumbone.
Yes. Hey! He looks you up and down, Mary. You happen to be single? I know my son is on his way back after taking everything to market in Iman, so... He's a good man. I mean, as soon as I pass away, he inherits the entire farm, and good work, good job, steady income, and and he's such a sweetheart as well. He falls head over heels.
Housewife material. I don't know how to cook and clean and all that stuff.
You think I don't raise my son to do that shit? Come on now, that's preposterous. The woman's responsibility is not to be in the kitchen. Her responsibility is to, make sure that the idiot doesn't fuck up. That's what my missus always did with me.
He'll throw the granddaughter in a nunnery, but he'll throw his son to the wolves.
He's old school. Yeah. Wow, you just called Mary a wolf.
I mean,
No.
super fan.
Correct me if I am wrong, sir.
Yeah.
No, he just called Mary a nun.
Oof.
Oh, Jesus.
I could be a wolf in nun's clothes.
But
I wouldn't-
anyways,
Mary could probably get away with it too.
probably, yeah.
I didn't
But
know you were a
anyway.
werewolf, Mary.
All of you are welcome to stay over in the barn, and you know what? We'll give it an hour past the rooster's crow. How about that? All right?
All right.
Thank you,
All right.
Mr. Tinkleman.
Yes, of
You
course.
have
Hey, we have.
You have yourself a wonderful evening.
I
Someone
will.
help Dorzen with the blankets and go to the barn.
Yeah. It's not that they're heavy for him. It's just there's so many for all of you. I mean, they do have a lot of blankets that they're offering you. Also, if you need any fresh water, we have a well. It's only about a quarter of an acre off the estate over on the right-hand side. So, feel free to use all that. Take care. Oh, such nice people. They're really great. Closes the door after you all leave. See, honey, this is why we do exactly what Sarah Ray tells us to do. That's no problem at all. It's perfect. Treat them with respect. It's going to be great.
Is it Mary sleeping in the house?
I don't
Yeah,
know. That's
Mary's
up to
still in.
Mary.
Yeah, I'm sleeping with Margaret.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Hey.
He's old-fashioned. He doesn't know.
Jamie, are you still able to create that area where people cannot look upon us?
That's what I was hoping for, but I think Mary will be okay on her own. She's kind of got something.
She has
like
the
that.
ring, but
So,
while we're in the barn, please set that up.
Yep. As soon as we get over there, and Jimmy goes ahead.
I am going to put a small pouch, on the table, stealthily, just as we leave, because
Roll a
It's
sleight
good.
of hand.
I will.
I mean, you beat me to it.
14.
14. That makes it past both of these people's passives. They're not very observant.
Just a small pouch with 5 platinum in it.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Okay,
Hey.
so you're gonna kill the old man. Okay, understood.
That's
God damn it, Kuma, what'd you do?
That's like giving someone a car.
Yeah.
Hey,
Thank you for letting us stay here for the night. Here's my Ferrari. Just...
You know that traveling actors troupe that just randomly gives people publishers clearinghouse awards? Yeah, that totally happens all the time.
Hey, that could be a good alternate reputation we have. Like, we've improved the lives of so many people, they come to our defense in our time of need. It's like, hey, these guys aren't assholes. They've improved our lives so much.
Turns out that old guy was actually once a level 20 wizard.
Yeah.
Let me show you how we did it in the old days. Fireball!
Level 9!
When you really dislike the party. But anyways, you set up your little dome of protection around you all, and you all lie down and go to sleep.
Yeah, we're too exhausted to keep up for watch.
I mean, some of you could, but
That's the point
The
of
others.
the trammel.
yeah.
And Dorzen and Vorvik just pass out in the hay.
Yep.
Soren, as I said, Soren will probably take first watch, but it's mainly him just going around asking the local farm animals, hey, is this guy treating you right? Or is there anything I can do to help you out? Kind of deal.
Oh, yeah. I mean, all of the farm animals get treated gloriously, but every now and again, one of the pigs does go missing, and they get very confused by that, but, you know, the farmer tells them he went off to a better place.
Oh, God.
In my belly.
In my belly.
The only thing the chickens can really do is cluck. Even if you can talk to them, they're still too fucking stupid. But Mary, inside, since you are in there, Margaret will actually talk to you about the guys you were traveling with and everything that you do and all of that. And roll me an insight check.
Oh no.
She's a beetle.
She seems to have a very, very good understanding of Dorzen and Jimmy's journeys. And she does have a copy of Ace's book. And she seems to be, you know, asking subtle hints about, you know, is Jimmy taken? Is he, like, in any specific types of relationships? And all of that jazz.
Oh my god. She's
Oh.
our version of Prissa.
How old is Margaret?
She's too young for pretty much anybody else. But she seems to be a fangirl over Jimmy, you know, like BTS style.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
babble along with her, like not making any bad revelations or anything. And just, yeah, babble along until I fall asleep.
Yeah. And before anybody gets bothered, you all experienced Jimmy's 18th birthday, like, in-game recently. So, like, he's young.
He is
And
super
he's-
oblivious, so unless you hit him with a brick, he won't know you're trying to seduce him.
Very true. But anyways. So, morning. So watches, we only have Sylvan?
Yeah.
I'll try and take one. It's not going to be great, but I'll take one.
I just put a magic mouth on the barn door if anybody enters who not.
Isn't that permanent?
What?
Isn't that permanent?
I can dispel it too.
Yeah, please do. You're like, if
You're going to
Kuma
kill the
didn't
old man.
If Kuma didn't, you would have. It's like,
Who the
I
hell's
would've-
on my property?
I mean, hey, the only other thing I could do to maybe kill him is if I were to get him like a set of the eyes of the eagle.
No, that's
To replace his
that's-
glasses.
50 gold is more than he makes in, like, 2 years of work.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah.
Everyone
Anyways,
lived a good life for a bit.
perception check, Kuma. Perception check, Sylvan. You two are the only ones volunteering for watches, which would translate to only 2 watches, or both of you doing 4s?
Shoot. And
I'll
then our
do
watch is
4s.
going to be like 2-hour watches, right?
Well, if it's typical, it's only 2 hours. If it's, you know, 4s, that's 4 hours, but that also means by the time an hour past the rooster's crowing happens, you guys did not finish a long rest, like the 2 of you did.
Yeah,
That's
no,
fine for
Soren-
Kuma as long as he can deal with it.
Soren trusts that Jimmy did his job right on that spell. So after his watch, he'll go to sleep in the barn, in the safe spot in the hay.
Hey.
Kuma can watch the whole night. He's got a good enough con.
Somebody has a really loud whistle happening right now. Maybe a vacuum? Okay.
Yeah, they're vacuum, my bad.
It's fine. So anyways, let's see if anything happens during the night.
The DM smiles. It's a bad sign.
Dorzen.
Oh, I'm getting dreams, aren't I?
Yes, you are. You're not the only one, though. As you drift asleep, in the middle of your rest, you feel this comforting emptiness envelop around you. And when you look around, everything is pitch black. A good dream is when you don't have anything you dream about at all. It's a lot better than other things. But then you feel that you're stepping on something soft. And you look around and you see the gaze of the Queen of Ravens. Just the mask looking down towards you. You don't see any expression underneath the mask, as it's usually hidden and disguised underneath it. But you feel that you are standing on one of her hands.
Time to explain to the boss.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all are in great danger because of the deed that you did. The gaze of the world is upon you, including that of those that you have never experienced as enemies, those that attempt to control this world from the shadows or guide it in direction. Though they wish for your heads. As a reward for restoring my beloved, the good halves of him. Tomorrow ask your companions, without explanation, if they would like my guidance. If so, take them to Vasselheim. There are those amongst their ranks that hate us, what we do, me in particular. But there are others that will sympathize for you. This is the only intervention I am allowed to give you. Though the choice is always yours to make. But offer it to them. Continue with the tasks that you are leading towards. And again, thank you all. Then Dorzen. Dorzen, are you there?
Sorry, I think my dog's got something. Hold on.
Yeah. Well, he can still hear me. The dream fades away slowly. And it returns to the nothingness that is a very good experience. Next, a different individual is going to experience a dream. Jimmy. You're so used to having people enter into your dreams, it's not even really a notable event to you. But this time, as you are working in a workshop, you start hearing a tick behind you. Tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock.
Is that you, Mitch?
It gets a little louder. It's coming from a different room.
He sets down what he is currently working on and starts following the noise.
All right. As you walk out of your workshop in your own dreams that have been established at this point, it has to be real in your own mind. You open up the door and you notice that you are upside down, surrounded by all of these gears cranking and rotating with this loud ticking noise happening up ahead. Tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock.
This is new. Hello?
Your voice echoes, hello, hello, hello. Then you hear, hi, 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 hi. Marco, Marco, Marco.
Who's out there?
Me.
I don't see you.
Oh. Sorry. And you see some of the gears start rotating, and your door begins rotating and moving, attached to many of the different gears, before you make your way over to a larger podium that you recognize, as all of you were here not very long ago, inside of the realm of Janus. And he seems to be floating around looking at many different things. Hello. How are you?
It's you. I'm
Yes.
doing good.
Did I
Mr.
not make
Janus,
that
it was?
clear? Janus, yes.
Oh, what brings you here?
Oh,
To
that's
me?
a bad question. Very bad question. It is what brings you here. That's the good question.
You did.
That is correct. Very astute observation. But anyways, you all seem to have, who could have predicted? Pissed off quite a few people. Very entertaining.
We didn't mean to, and we're going to nothing bad is going to happen. We're gonna make sure of it.
Well, that's good. That is a major concern that we have very often. Now, I typically am not able to intervene with all of your dealings in your world. As I'm sure you can understand, the working mechanism inside of a system, if you take out the intelligence of the system, it just becomes a hunk of nothing that just has mechanisms waiting for the intelligence to actually move it along.
Right.
However, since you all broke one of the laws, I hold the responsibility of communicating with you all about the no-no that you did.
Okay.
Now, would you like your punishment to come through me or through other means?
No,
Not
no
me?
punishment? Is that a possibility?
There's one possibility of that, yes. Well, no. No,
Whose
there will
laws-
be consequences.
Whose law do we break exactly?
It's not whose laws, it's the laws.
What are the laws, and how can we people can break them if they don't know them?
Well, you all did know the law, and you found a way to break it.
Oh.
And, of course, you know, it is what it is. Can't harm someone. Well, I mean, you can. Some people can fault them for being curious. I like curiosity, personally. I think it's a great thing for progress. It, of course, does that beautifully. But anyways, yes, you did break one of the laws. The law of tether.
Oh, okay. But I thought that was... So that wasn't a law enacted by people.
No, that was a law enacted by the cosmos. You see, there are certain laws in existence that everything that exists abides by. Some of them were created retroactively upon the Pantheon, and other ones, of course, were created, or just always were, not sure, before my time. I, for instance, I am the law of time, created for your universe.
So the laws that we're talking about are the ones that the gods put forth.
No. Oh, gods are so insignificant. Laws. Those are the things the entire fabric of what you know as existence is. The things that hold everything together, for reasons, of course. The gods can simply take dominion over a law and can hold responsibility in protecting it. The gods are laughable by comparison to law.
I don't know if I understand, but back to, could we not be punished, maybe, if that's possible?
Unfortunately, there is no way for you to get out of this without any form of punishment. You will have to suffer some type of punishment for these actions. It is one of the consequences of breaking your law. I mean, you can deal with, well, I mean, I can give you the choice, of course, me, to give you your punishment, or you can meet consequence.
Consequence?
It's a different law.
I don't
The law
know.
of consequences.
I feel like I have a choice, but I don't understand the differences between what I am choosing and not choosing. Is there I think like the result, is there a way to know what either would be?
Oh, that is a good question. Well, with consequence, you can... How do I put this? Try to outrun them forever, which will be very difficult. Always moving, never being able to stay in one place at a time, and, well, having to deal with that, of course. Or the other end of the consequence is if you do not maintain that, well, constant force of movement, they will erase you from existence.
Is that like what happened to my friend Willie?
Willie? Willie.
He was
Willie.
a planar postman.
Oh! That silly old... He's funny. He's a funny individual. Not exactly... A little bit. But, I mean, his consequences for his actions were dictated by a very powerful individual that he pissed off, and, well, that individual has been punished as well. Don't you worry your head about it, because they were acting kind of like a... dick. That is consequence. If you wish to deal with the law of consequence, that is what they will do. If you wish to deal with the law of time, well, I will, have to dictate time to make sure things stay on a on-par notion.
So, I don't understand, if I'm being honest. I just...
Really?
Why do we have Do we have any time to decide?
You're asking me if you have time to decide? Very well. What is your request, little one?
Well, I don't exactly...
How much time would you like?
I can usually figure things out pretty quick, but I guess a day.
1 day? That's quite impressive. I suppose I will give you a day to make up your mind.
Okay.
Yes.
And if you were to make the choice, which one would you choose?
I am not subjected to making choices, in general. That is a freedom that mortals have. I am bound by time.
Okay.
No, I mean, it's your choice.
I
Be
appreciate the
affected by
heads up.
time or by consequences.
Well, thank you for giving me a little time to think about it, I guess, and the
course.
notice.
Yes, of course.
Did you make all this?
I am all of this. This is me. Everything you see, all of these gears, all of these tracks, that's me. I am in constant state of motion, movement, and development of what you all perceive as experience. Every choice that happens moves a different dial. Every action taken or not taken has a different reaction, and I am all of this, mapping out and recording everything throughout all of your existence.
Well, thank you again.
Yes.
Gotta just think about it.
Well, best of luck to you. Do you need me to show you your way back to your room?
Jimmy looks back.
It's literally right behind you. Your room moved on one of these gears.
Yeah. I think I'll be okay. Thank you.
Best of luck, James. Goodbye.
No,
Don't
roll
be a
survival
stranger.
check.
Just go back to the workshop.
Alrighty. Well, morning rolls around. You all wake up, stretching and feeling your muscles loosen a little bit. For each of you that have a level of exhaustion, remove 1 level of exhaustion. And you all do hear the very loud "Ah, ah, 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 ah." I'm not very good at rooster sounds.
Yeah, no, Soren definitely gets in a cussing match with that rooster.
Shut the fuck up! No! Gotcha.
This is my job. You can't tell me not to do my job.
So anyways, there's a knock at your barn. Food's gonna be ready. Food's gonna be ready in just roughly about half an hour. Wash up. And he walks away. Mary, you're welcome to join your party or help him cook or just relax. Your call.
Yeah, I'm just sleeping in.
Very well.
For the sake of spells and whatnot, we did get a long rest in.
Since you said that you weren't going to, you're only taking a 2-hour shift, then yes.
Okay.
Kuma took a much longer one because he can afford to. Benefits of fighters and barbarians, only short rests recover stuff.
Right? So Kuma, you do suffer a level of exhaustion.
Can I roll con to not?
No.
Oh.
Roll con
No,
later.
that's not an option. It's when you're actively doing things that you roll against it. When you just, I pull an all-nighter, you're exhausted.
Soren,
What?
can I get your diamond dust on me, please?
No.
Come on.
Kuma, I literally only have enough of this for one more time. So if I'm going to use it, it's for something important. So unless we knew about some sort of monster in the countryside that could have attacked us, you should have gotten enough rest.
Well, I had to make sure we didn't get ambushed.
And that's why Jimmy set up his little area so that we would not be ambushed. Or at
Crap,
least-
they could have tracked us before that.
He also set up that stupid talking mouth on the door that that makes a lot of noise when the door is opened. And Sylvan opens the door just to kind of prove his point.
And what does it say, Jimmy?
It doesn't say anything because it's designed to acknowledge intruders and not us.
Oh, okay. I saw it. I thought it was...
I don't know what you're talking about,
Also-
sir. It is clearly not there.
Also, just out of like character player knowledge, Magic Mouth, you can have it trigger one time, you can have it trigger indefinitely, you can have it trigger until a set period of time. Like you can program it. It's
Yeah,
pro-
but we have as NPCs have seen you put it as infinite.
yeah.
Yeah.
I get
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So,
But this time, no.
Soren, after seeing that, like narrows his eyes, those lying jackasses, and then looks towards the donkeys.
I mean, can't you just crush one of the diamonds? We have to get more.
Why don't you have fun crushing a diamond, Kuma?
All right, Doris, can I borrow a fireball for a minute?
No.
Jesus.
Anyways, yeah.
Why do we need diamonds?
Kuma here didn't get a long enough rest.
Oh,
He
well.
decided to stay up later than he should have, and so now he's feeling tired.
What's a diamond got to do with that?
I can help alleviate some of that effects.
You can? You can make people less tired?
You've just become invaluable to Jimmy.
All you need is diamonds.
Jimmy will learn to make diamonds if that's what it takes.
He'll grow
I
his
don't
own.
have any. I don't have any diamonds, but I have residuum. Do you think you could do it with that?
Yes. Yes, I can.
Okay. How much do you need?
About 100 gold pieces worth.
Okay. Here you go.
I forget how
You have,
rich
like-
Jimmy is.
Yeah, like he's, yeah.
And Soen, not very gently, like basically smacks Kuma in the forehead with the residuum, and then
Bop.
Greater Restoration.
This
You-
green
you-
explosion hits in your face with this puff. But you're better.
Oh, that's better.
Before we go eat breakfast, and while this trammel is still up, I need to ask you all a question. Do you want the guidance of the Raven Queen?
I'm gonna need a better explanation for that sort of question, Thorzen.
That is as good as I can say.
Uh,
I know
Oh, we already
Borvik's
got-
probably like, what?
Vorvik just shakes his head. I would love to see her again.
again,
been
why
very
not? We
long.
come this far.
One yes.
You probably shouldn't count Vorvik's vote because it's always going to be yes.
No, Kuma.
everything
Yeah,
ever?
That's what I didn't count
Okay, all right.
Borvik.
All right, I'm just making sure all of you, like, as of yet, he is yet to say anything other than yes. Like, with anything.
She's helped us out a lot so far and hasn't screwed us over, so why not?
So
So, Jimmy.
I'm
uh,
gonna need some time to think.
she's
and
just
so
going to
why
help us?
She's given advice on what we should do.
Oh, great. What should we do?
Okay, that's 2.
Yeah, for Jimmy, that is a yes.
And Soen just said that he needs to think about this sort of thing, and he walks out.
Yep.
So already know what happens if you think too much.
And Jared, I think at this point, Soen would count for this. I would like to invoke the worshippers part of the followers of Melora.
Go ahead and of the Wild Mother, not Melora.
Yeah,
but yes,
sorry,
go ahead and
just
roll
the
it in
first
chat.
one.
I understand.
Yeah. Do you want me to do the explanation one or just roll it?
Roll the ability in chat for people to see, and then
Okay.
whatever it'll be.
I have it if you don't.
Give me a sec. It's a little bit slow because for some reason I get lag sometimes.
Roll 20. So, during a short rest, you may pray to the Wild Mother and ask for guidance. Roll a d100 plus your wisdom modifier. The guidance you receive will be based on the level of difficulty of the task you ask and how high you roll. You can use this ability once per week.
Do you want me to ask what I want to ask first, or?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So while Serlin is in the middle of this field, just kind of like it's a farm field, lots of nature around, probably a cow in the distance, kind of farting and mooing. Serlin will like think to himself, kind of go in his meditative his pose, and just ask the Wild Mother. Oh shit, what was her name? Aluajim?
No. Well, Aluvergine is a different entity. The Wild Mother
that's
is
the
all you know
sister.
her as. Well, they have no. You've heard the Wild Mother's name. She's Exandria.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, she is Exandria.
Exandria, my goddess, my world. God, that sounds really romantic the way I said that.
But it's literal. Like
Yeah, it is literal. This is sorry, I got sidetracked there.
Can be both.
Hey.
Jesus. God.
All right, Dorsen's uncle, keep going.
My world. God damn it. Sorry, I'm a little embarrassed now after saying that. My world. What should I do now? The ones who raised me have essentially exiled me, but I want to do right by you. I want to keep you safe, but I want to keep those I travel with safe. And to do this, I know that changes have to be enacted. Changes that some that don't agree with. I've already taken a first step in that direction. But what should my next step be? Please offer me some guidance.
Roll me a D100 plus 5.
God damn it.
Are you an under roller or a high roller?
I'm always high roll for everything good.
God damn it. Does a cow just come up and fart in his face?
It's not that bad. Remember, you didn't actually roll below 10. You rolled a 13. Oh, wait, 13. That's one of our numbers.
Is it?
Unlucky
Yeah.
13. Oh,
So do I
no.
get the answer I want, but also I get farted in the face by a cow?
No. As you are sitting there in this section of the field, you watch as up ahead of you a single bud of a flower sprouts and expands. And as you look over at that, you watch as a rabbit jumps over and eats the flower
Jesus.
and then jumps away.
Do I need like an insight check to understand what the hell that meant? Or
You can interpret that however you would like. You rolled low, so she gave you an answer, but you'll have to figure it out.
if anything, like Soren probably interpret that as All right, she's about to tell me something, and then the rabbit comes over like, "Oh, a flower." Chomp.
God damn it, rabbit!
Fucking asshole.
Why does nature suck so much? God.
Why does nature always kick my ass? Because I'm a loving mother, but I love watching you suffer as well.
But anyways, that is your response.
What's his name? Why am I so bad at remembering names? Can I go ask Rombone if it's okay if I put a small tree in his front yard? A sapling, if you would.
So you're going inside?
Yeah.
Hey, you wanna plant a tree? We have plenty of trees.
As a gift for saying thank you for letting us stay.
Well, you can't put it in my front yard. It's going to take up too much space. You can plant it over somewhere else. Yeah, it's fine.
It's a sapling at the moment, so.
I can't tell anybody what they're got to do or not do. Hey, you want to bury a fucking sapling there? Feel free, man. It's all you.
All right. I'm going to go find an area and plant the sapling from the ivy heart thicket.
So yeah,
Oh,
Mary Kuma came in and
asshole! You've been cursed these people for years.
No, I'm going to put it like in the very far corner of the property.
Sure. Mary, you are the only one fully aware of this interaction.
The hell are you up to, Kuma?
Don't worry about it.
I'm just sitting by the breakfast table, like half awake. Just,
Don't worry about it.
I think
Here's
I
some
have
tea.
to.
Here's some ginger tea.
Oh, thank you very much, Rombone.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Come on, why don't we just bring the sapling with us?
He's already gone.
Ah, fuck you.
I mean, you can keep messaging him until he's out of range if you want, Mary.
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste magic on that.
Yeah.
Gonna go find a small little patch of trees and plant it right in the middle.
Very good. You plant a seed.
How what that will grow into, who knows?
I swear, if these people end up becoming worshippers of goddamn.
That's a problem for the next campaign.
Yeah.
They'll just probably suffer because, they offered us kindness and then we shat all over them.
Hey, I gave them coin and a tree. That's a really nice thing.
Point in the invitation of a threat.
Anyways. Do you all join for breakfast at this point?
Yeah.
I would have to plant the tree.
Yeah, so it finishes like cussing out the rabbit and the rabbit cussing him out as well.
Mm-hmm. So I assume all of you have a lot of travels to get to today, right?
Yeah.
That's
Right.
correct, Mr. Tinkleman? Yeah, Tinkleman.
Tinkleman, yeah, that's my name. I'm 116 gnomish, yeah.
I wouldn't mind if we stayed an extra day, just
We
if
have
that was okay, just-
we have business that we need to get to, Mary.
I'm
So
still tired.
Hey, if you want to rest up, you're more than welcome to. We could always hit you on the back of our wagon when my husband gets home, and I'll tell, well, not husband, my son gets home. Your future husband, maybe, who knows?
Hey.
And he'll take you all the way up there, no problem. Don't worry, he's a gentleman. I made sure I raised him right. I mean, he had his looky-loos when he was really young, but then he got slapped around a little bit, Keep the hand strong.
Right.
he sounds like a wonderful lad for you, Mary. Why
Yeah,
don't
he's
you
a great
stick
guy.
around while we continue?
I probably should actually.
Soren knows how to help with exhaustion, though. He helped out with Kuma's.
God damn it, Jimmy.
Yeah, Soren, do that thing you do.
Do that thing you do.
Burn in 5th levels.
You need more residuum, Soren?
Just long silence. Yes.
Here you go.
Residuum is so freaking useful.
Yeah, it is.
So
It's the
and
catch-all
we'll,
magic component. Just
unlike with Kuma and Dorzen, Saren will take the cup that Mary's drinking, which is probably like tea or coffee, and hold the residuum over it, and then cast Greater Restoration, and it kind of sprinkles into it like a seasoning. And then he'll hand it back to her.
Your ginger tea now tastes a little earthy.
Oh, well.
But you do restore 1 level of exhaustion.
That's much better.
So now the only people with exhaustion right now are Jimmy and Dorzen? No, Jimmy only had the 1. So Dorzen and, what's his face? Vortvik. Yeah.
Hey, at least in D&D, crystal healing is real.
Hell yeah.
God damn it.
I remember I made a player rage quit out of our community because I laughed at that once. They really liked crystals.
Mary, I've asked this of everyone else, but I need to ask you. Would you like to receive guidance?
Like the cantrip, you mean? Sure, go ahead.
I mean, what to do next.
Take it as a yes, and
I didn't want to exclude her, so I'm giving her the choice.
Yeah, totally.
she said yes.
What exactly is going on here? Have you discovered some kind of new information we should know about or something?
Rombone looks at your holy symbol very closely. Did someone die?
Close enough.
Well, probably.
My condolences. Keeps eating his hash browns.
It's something that our companion here has been dealing with for a while now.
What exactly are you asking, Dorzen?
That I have been told something. But if you do not... But we as a group need to decide whether or not we want to hear it.
Well, I took a moment to think about it, and I did ask the world that we live in for what the next step I should take is. And while the message may be a bit muddled,
The rabbit appears in the fucking window, flips you off, and dives.
someone once is so tempted to say like motherfucker.
Who's that, Bugs Bunny? Circa 1940s?
No, it's way worse than Bugs. Lona.
Oh,
Oh, hey, Rabbit,
the
let me go get
message-
that real quick.
may have been a bit muddled.
These
Message may have-
discussions are just going on in front of the old man and the daughter, right?
Yeah,
we're just
yeah,
at
yeah.
The table.
Oh, the
They're
daughter is
religious.
eating this up. She is like super into all of this, like, you know, but the old man, he's just like serving you all more food, making sure your plates are never like empty or anything.
Like half senile kind of thing.
No, like he's just minding his own damn business like a good country boy does.
Message may have been a bit muddled. I believe the intent was that I need to look for my next answers through death, through the end. So through your goddess.
There's a walk around the park to get to that answer, but okay.
As I said, the message was very muddled. Also, Kuma, do you want to go hunt some rabbit later?
I mean, I'm always down for hunting, you know that.
Yes.
We do have an overpopulation of bunnies around here recently.
Perfect.
I mean, they've been granddaughter, cover your ears. They've been fucking like crazy and just spreading all over the place, trying to eat all of our stock and everything. Did you cover your ears?
She did not.
Well, you know what, Mr. Tingleman? I think we will do you a favor by helping that overpopulation.
Yeah.
Kuma, let's go.
Mary,
You wonder why nature hates you.
I'm still not quite on board here. You said just Well, do I want guidance? I mean, whose guidance? I'd rather just find my own way, you know?
Just say yes. What's the worst that could happen? As I run out the door hunting rabbits.
I
We
know
could
this is a
die.
bad
It
idea
could be a
too,
trap.
but
What?
Oh no.
Foxes.
no.
Oh yeah, yeah. You get a whole bunch of snakes to hunt the rabbits. Understood.
Foxes.
well, I mean,
Wolves.
yes, I could do snakes. You're right.
Killed the rabbit, killed the rabbit, killed the rabbit.
But yeah, but whatever animal would hunt rabbits, summons.
Fox.
I'm only doing the level 3 one, so it's only, I think it's only like 8.
Oh, only. And it's only an hour, so I highly doubt they'll be able to kill more than like 12.
I mean, depends on what I roll for survival to hunt them down.
True. All right, so Kuma's doing that. Everybody else back to what you were doing. So Mary made her argument. Everybody else?
I'll just like to point out of character. You never said the Raven's Queen's guidance. You just said guidance.
Yeah.
All right, so that's to the other group.
Yeah.
From the Raven Queen.
Um, that's well, I don't know. Do we have like any other options? Can I get like Siren Ray's guidance? Or
Well, if you want to wait a few days, I'm pretty sure there'll be a ceremony. Was that too subtle?
right. Well, what are we doing after we've gotten, this girlfriend of yours back up?
First off, not my girlfriend. Second off, depends. The information I was given would most likely mean we'd have to go there today. And go to where the information goes rather than get the prissa back immediately.
I mean, shouldn't we get prissa back first?
Yeah, I thought that was kind of the whole thing here.
Yeah, you all did say that you were going to do that first.
Yeah, and then you gave me information with no timetable.
Right, she did say keep doing what you're doing, but
Oh,
if
I'm
you
sorry.
want my guidance,
I
ask
missed
everybody. Yeah.
that bit. I was too busy with
Yeah,
my
no,
dog.
no. It's, keep going about what you're doing, but then if you want guidance.
Okay. We would do this after the resurrection.
Well, sure. I mean, if she can somehow protect us from these assholes. Sorry about the language, Rumbone.
Yeah.
Oh, it's no problem. You're an adult. Young lady, cover your ears.
I forget, did Jimmy also vote yes?
I don't know.
He voted he's okay doing whatever.
Okay. So, once we resurrect Prissa, we need to go to Vasselheim.
But
I
Are you
really
sure?
don't like that place.
Yeah. We might get help from surprising place there. That's my understanding.
when you got this information, it was the Raven Queen, right?
DM, is there? Do I have to roll to see if I remember it being not a fake? I don't.
I mean,
I've been in her.
you've experienced her 3 times at this moment. You know what it feels like to be in her presence.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
It was definitely her.
Okay.
Right. And she's the goddess of death and stuff, right?
She is the god. She is the overseer of fates.
Okay.
Notice you've kind of stopped eating. Were you done, Mary?
No, well, I'm not as tired as I was anymore. It's very good food, Rumbo.
You're very welcome for it. I did a very good job cooking this morning. I hope the potatoes are to your liking. We ran out of oil, so I just had to keep using the same oil for frying up the hash browns. And yeah.
Right. Well, sure, if this Raven Queen's guidance is something that can help us, I don't know, maybe get some sort of normal life back, then that'd be nice.
We're gonna need to go and get Silren and Kuma then. Like my mom always said, don't break bad news over a good meal.
Right, well, I'll try to keep that in mind.
I'll try to bring in Silren and Kuma, and Jimmy goes out front and just starts calling out.
You see Sylvan is currently covered in bunnies across his body right now that seem to be like hopping on him and jumping on him. And Kuma's walking back with about 4 dead rabbits.
Damn it, Soren, I told you not to antagonize the killer bunny.
Guys, oh, are you okay?
Help!
Hey, Jamie, can you cast Fireball on Soren real quick?
Do it. I can take it.
I don't.
Do it. Hurry.
I can't. I kind of. I don't want to hurt the bunnies.
No, that's the point. Do it. Oh God.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I'll cast Enemies of Bound around.
The rabbits disperse and keep running off.
Just attack each other instead.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It's a
Anyways,
bloodbath.
at this moment, yeah. Jimmy, I assume you're telling them?
Yeah.
All right.
So guys, I also got contacted last night by that god guy. His name was Janus, and he said that we were kind of in trouble, that we like broke a law, and then said that we had 2 choices, that we could either let him deal with it or deal with consequence, which kind of sounded like something similar to what Mr. Willie had gone through, like we have to keep running away or something, and gave us, wanted me to decide right then, but thankfully gave us like a day to come up with an answer to how we're going to be punished. I didn't really get any other information. I was kind of, I don't really know what's going to happen.
I'd rather not be like Willie, no offense to him.
I mean, if they're going to punish us, there should at least be some kind of trial. We've done actually nothing wrong.
That's kind of what I thought too. Like
Yeah.
they're, these laws are what I've never heard of them.
Ari
Or
just
seen them, or...
shakes her fist at the heavens and I want to talk to the manager.
Roll me an intimidation.
the god of time.
Do it.
All right.
Is Mary about to become a Karen?
No, she will be the god Karen.
Like every action, there is always some sort of consequence, Jimmy. So, regardless, though, Janice is kooky and not a little crazy, but I don't think that whatever he would have for us would be so much as, I do not believe he would punish us outright as much as have us work to make things right, as he is the god of time.
Yeah, I'd rather work off the debt than be subjected to what Willie had.
I mean, you don't think it's gonna like undo what we did, do you? Like,
I don't-
'cause I don't want Prissa to stay the way she is.
Well,
Jan-
then let's get Prissa back before we get the reply.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Silverin?
Janice doesn't seem the type to fuck over someone he likes in particular. So as long as we stay on his good side, or on the interesting side, I think we should be relatively okay.
I mean, I don't think there's really understanding gods. But if we can get Prissa back, I mean, I'm okay giving them either answer. I figured everybody should probably know. I don't want to be speaking for everybody else.
Regardless, let's try to focus on one thing at a time currently. And currently we are on our way. So we should probably start moving again. Mr. Tinkleman,
Yeah.
me and my companions are going to be on our way. Thank you for the stay as well as breakfast.
You're
I
all
know
very welcome.
I know you said no, but it would be remiss not to pay back your kindness. And someone will hand him 2 gold pieces.
Oh, young man, that is just a preposterous number to be offering all of us with that. I mean, honestly, we don't really need, especially since you left all those silver pieces on the table.
Oh, that wasn't silver.
What?
What?
He's never seen platinum before, Kuma.
That's
Those
we'll
were
be on our way,
platinum.
Mr. Tinkleman. Thank you for your
Yep.
hospitality.
You all have a good one. Take care of yourselves.
I look at those coins very carefully.
Those were platinum, not silver. Bye.
Go-
What the hell are you? I didn't
Come
hear
on.
him. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to cleaning the dishes.
I'm sure Jericho would have put like a pouch of Electrum on there. Just
Oh, what the fuck's this useless shit?
because gotta start flooding the market eventually.
I mean, I'm sure the granddaughter heard platinum is like,
Oh yeah, she knows, but you know, whatever she wants to do with it. Because he thinks it's silver, so good.
start Jimmy's fan club. That's what she's going to do with it.
but yeah.
Anyways, you
I
all are
still-
gonna, yeah, Mary.
Yeah, before we leave,
Okay.
I'm turning to Kuma and like halfway. And just, I still think you should go pick up that sapling or whatever.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I took a sapling from the forest and planted it.
Okay,
Wait, what?
you planted it here.
No, it's over off the edge of the farm, not in the farm.
But near the place where you planted a tree from a cursed forest, near a kindly old farmer that gave us hospitality for the night.
I mean, the tree isn't cursed; it's just a tree. The
Kuma,
forest
are
was
you
cursed.
telling me you went back on a deal with an archfey?
No, we said we'd burn it down. We did burn it down. I just
All
took a
of
tree
it
from it.
down.
Well, I didn't make the deal.
Yeah, give me a sec.
Also,
Yeah.
what is can one tree be considered a forest?
A
Silverin.
tree can be a part of a forest.
Silverin. Trees, as a whole, flora, is the most resilient aspect of all of nature. Even if you burn them down, even if you get rid of them, if one of them survives, they can usually regrow and fix themselves. Even if they're poisoned, even if they're harmed, they can usually regrow new trees to fix the problem itself. It just needs the opportunity to have that happen. So, technically, depending on if the curse came from a natural source to be cursed like that, it wouldn't be able to outgrow it. But ancient trees, like the Ivy Heart Thicket, they fix themselves over time. It's one of the beautiful things about trees. They just heal themselves of their own problems.
With a 23, though, nature would Sola know if that tree that Kuma planted will cause problems later for these people?
Not necessarily. I mean, it's going to be a tree.
It's too soon to tell.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's going to be a tree. So, like, that's all you know.
Kuma, if this comes and bites someone in the ass,
Oh, then I'll come.
that's on you.
Yeah, I'll come burn it down myself if it harms them.
You know what? Let's go back there and get it now because I made the deal. So if it's going to bite someone in the ass, it's my ass.
Well, I mean, hey, you didn't plant it.
No, but you're going to show me where you planted it so I can pick it back up.
PvP.
PvP, who will win?
Fine, damn it.
All right.
I'll go show the little baby sapling that's like barely an inch tall.
So you all go back there. You pick back up the sapling. It's your choice what you wish to do with it, Mary. And with Windwalk, you're all going to be taking away. And I think this is where we're going to go ahead and go on break, everybody. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. Before we jump back into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you're interested in supporting us, consider becoming a member or consider joining our Patreon. Link to that is down in the description below. Players. So, where last we left off, the party had resurrected Wildemount, breaking his tether to the Astral Sea, and decided to travel out towards the Falcon Castle. As you are moving in that direction, realizing the beyond exhausted nature of several of your party members at that point, you all decided to take a rest, relying on the hospitality of one of the local farmers, a one Rombone Tinkleman, who is apparently 1/16th gnomish. As you all relied on him for a little bit of shelter, you had a couple of dreams throughout the evening. Dorzin and Jimmy both experiencing something different, but along the same lines of a divine entity offering some type of deal or assistance based off of your preference. Though they can't really tell you specifically what it is, they did tell you it is your choice to take it or not. In the morning, you all discussed very openly with one another, including in front of your Tinkleman family, about what it is you're going to go do, and you all settled on, well, first things first, we're going to bring Prissa back to life. Second thing, we are going to go ahead and take up the Queen of Ravens on what she offered you all, an opportunity for her assistance in these matters, though that does require you all to go back to Vasselheim and face any consequences that may lie for you there. But ultimately, if that is what you all wish to do, that is what you will do. So, you took off, turning back into wind-walking clouds yet again. This time, thankfully, only Dorzin and Wildemount are still exhausted, I believe. Right? Everybody else, you recovered enough?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And you begin flying outwards towards the Falcon estate, or are you going past that to the Raven's Nest?
Yeah, no, the reason Solon had to stop here was so we could just go straight to the Raven's Nest instead of the castle. Unless we had a reason to go to the castle still.
No reason to go to the castle, everybody?
I mean, maybe to drop off the broomstone, but that's it.
I mean, we could rob them blind, but
You
no,
really
that-
want
that
Sir
is
Yurik to come in to fight the party, huh? Like, let's start off with a fireball.
that's a good point about dropping off the broomstone then. So, yeah. So yeah, we'll make our way to Falcon real quick just to drop it off and have Mary do the negotiating on that.
As you're all flying past, those of you with stupid perceptions, 20 or higher, which is not Jimmy, I believe, right? In this party? Yeah, not Jimmy. Everybody else. You all notice occupying the surrounding area of the Falcon estate and the castle and all of the farms around it appears to be a Tal'Dorian force of many, many, many individuals. They all seem to be on high alert and looking around, some of which are doing scouts in the local area, combing through the open fields for anything as well. And you do notice that there is one general down there that Dorzin and Jimmy have come across in the past. This general has, they congratulated you on the 1-year anniversary of Prissa's funeral, though you don't really take note of who they were. Both of you were kind of in a stupor. But yes, there appears to be an occupied force, even inside of the Falcon grounds themselves. What would you all like to do?
I think we should skip this one. Just saying.
Well, I don't think we're saying anything. We're clouds, right?
Kuma can say to Silverin and to Dorzin.
We need to go.
This is a castle, though, right?
Yes.
It is a castle,
So-
yes.
And there's like an open window with a tower or whatever.
No. Nothing like
There's like an area that's
no
open,
Rapunzel like
window.
tower, unfortunately.
No, not Rapunzel level, but there's some sort of.
This is
like,
a
area there.
modest estate.
Soen will kind of look to Kuma, and find basically at part of the estate that looks the least guarded, but also open stuff. He'll tell Kuma, "All right, you're gonna uncloud there, drop the stone, and then we're gonna keep going, and they can deal with it."
Does
Roll me a
Kuma have
survival
observant?
check.
Oh man.
I'll assist.
You can't really assist him when you can't even properly communicate.
Well, observant.
You can do your own roll.
Yeah, okay, I'll do my own.
Yay.
The both of you find the same. I believe in your cloud form you can go through any space that's only like an inch, right?
Yeah, we're literally clouds.
Yeah. So you find the section of the chimney that currently does not have any plumes of smoke, so they're not currently utilizing it, and fly down through there. Solidify yourselves in the kitchen area, where you do see that Call is currently cooking something, who looks back over at the two of you. Hey guys, how you been?
We've been fine. We're here to drop off this thing. Kuma, he says as Kuma's still kind of turning into rematerializing.
Mhm.
If
What's the-
possible, please have your Yorick fellow take this to the academy at Westrun for study.
I mean, sure thing.
Specifically- What's her name?
Leave it under the table. You know,
Alright,
I'll hide it.
specifically-
I'll hide it.
It's bigger than the table.
Specifically for Estella Laminar, the headmaster.
Sure thing. I'll tell her. And this is like the kitchen counter of cooking and everything inside of the estate. It's fucking huge. Think like a professional kitchen for like a very large restaurant. That's
I'm pretty
what
sure this
is.
thing's taller than that, though.
Yeah, but you can lay it down.
So,
Yeah,
What's
just put it under there. I'll forget I
So-
seen it until he gets back. Oh, by the way, you guys probably noticed. You don't want to be around here right now.
yeah,
looking
That's
for
why
you.
we're just here real
Yeah.
quick.
Sure.
Smells good, and we'll cloud and go away while he waits for Kuma to
Rice
drop it
balls?
off and-
Right. Rice balls?
sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Enjoy.
Delicious.
Here. Do you have the others with you too?
I can give some to them.
Yeah, okay, cool. And he just gives you like a small bundle of rice balls and hands it to you. All right, now I have to go out and feed all the guards that are occupying the area. All right, see you guys. Take care.
Fun. Cloud up and. Whoop.
And he gave Kuma all the food. Kuma, does anybody else get food?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you fly back over. Oh, you're gonna have to wait until you guys actually get there because everybody else is still up in the skies.
I
Yeah.
mean, how would that work if I hand them out? Are the rice balls in cloud form?
Not really. No, they're just cloud.
But would they come back to normal rice balls when you solidify?
Do you want to try?
Do we have one extra?
No.
Then no.
Okay. There you go. So then, you all fly over the Falcon Castle. As you are sailing through the open sky, you do notice one or two. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I swallowed my tuna fish really quickly, so. Jelly-filled donut. You notice one or two large tents set up along the pathway as you are heading towards the Raven's Nest itself. These are militant tents of an occupied location, both of which are Tal'Dorei in their make. And
Oh.
you keep flying farther past that, and as you are doing so, Dorzen and Jimmy, you two are being the only two that know how to get into the Raven's Nest forest without losing all understanding of anything. You have to walk in there.
I gesture to make sure when we hit the tree line, everyone to get down.
So you all fly downwards, and not very far from the tree line, there is yet another tent out in this area. Though this one is darker in its creation and does have symbologies of Tal'Dorei itself and the Republic. However, it also has a few individuals walking around that definitely look like they are from Vasselheim. You recognize Dorzen, one of the ones keeping watch right now. It is Teresa, Lady Teresa, moving through.
Do we trust her?
Should we stop and say hi?
Is she the only one there?
No, there's other guards, Tal'Dorei guards, but she seems to be keeping an open watch right now.
Well, we could ignore her, or we could go see why she's here. And if the Tal'Dorei guards try anything, well, we can always remind them that they cannot deal with us.
I would like stealth checks, everybody. Remember, only a +2. All other
Ooh.
proficiencies.
That's a 13.
Silverina
Come on,
ascends,
roll
arms
20.
crossed. What are you going to do?
Cloud Jesus.
Cloud Jesus. Mary.
Yep.
Jimmy got a natural 20.
Yeah, Jimmy would get a nat
24.
20 for hiding
From the
religious
church.
figure.
Be very quiet. I'm hiding from the church.
Alrighty, so that comes out to an average of 15.
That's the lowest we've had in a long time.
That is the lowest I think this party has ever had. Because there's a nat 20 and a nat 1, I'm going to negate both of their effects as you come flying down. And you all do see Teresa is looking directly over at your clouds in the sky, and then looks away.
Down in. We're gonna mouth those two. Down.
Yeah.
Form. Walk in.
Right.
Selin with his nat 1 solidifies and mistimes it, so he's like a little bit higher in the trees, and he falls and hits the trees and makes a bunch of noises. He hits like every branch going down.
God damn it! Fuck shit!
You're the only
Anyways.
druid I know that nature actively fucks with.
I know.
Do you think you could hit any more branches on the ugly tree?
Well, at least you didn't land on a pine cone or a porcupine.
Anyways, as you all solidify over
Cool as
by
well.
the tree line, Teresa looks back at the other guards and says something that those of you that can read lips make out. Go check over by the bay. There might be something over there. I need to use the bathroom. And then wanders over towards you all.
Eee.
She approaches you all.
How does she react to seeing Vorvik?
She just looks at him. No real reactions. So, have you all decided what you are going to do?
I think so.
Well, we're gonna do what we set out to do and get their friend back.
Of
I have a
course.
feeling you mean more to it than just that as well. And Someone's kind of implying about like she would know what Dorzen asked us, kind of thing.
She nods.
Yes.
And will you be taking her assistance?
For the most part, it seems like the best course of action.
Well then, go deal with your friend. She takes out a diamond and hands it to you, Dorzen. And when you are done, walk out, hands up. We will take you in. Myself. And I will guarantee you that your friend will suffer 0 consequences of anything that transpires.
Thank you.
Best of luck. She then just wanders back over towards the tent.
Well, then let's get this over with.
So,
What the hell am I supposed to do with this?
Wait, do you not have? Oh shit! who has-
I don't have level 3 slots. Revive's level 3.
I mean, if it's technically Silren can do true resurrection, but I would need it more than just that kind of diamond.
the diamond you have is incredibly expensive.
Oh, okay. So then, in hindsight, could we say that I prepared that spell then, or?
I really
Or no?
hope you did, yes.
Okay.
Oh, did everyone think I had 3rd level spell slots?
Yes.
No,
wasn't
he has
sure how we were
triple
going
attack.
to- Yeah. I wasn't sure how we were going to actually
Either-
resurrect her.
Either that or Mary would, like, you know.
Nah, Jimmy's figured it out by now.
Yeah, Jimmy knows how to raise the dead.
Just persuade her to get back to life.
Hey!
I mean, guys, I can only resurrect gods. People, no.
And
They're
Dorzen.
way too complicated.
Dude, way too hard.
Yeah.
Give me a soul, though, and I'll get you something.
I have an
So
idea.
yes.
Cast reincarnate on the body and then just kills it again.
You ass.
I mean, Silren at this point, I mean, Prissa could come back as a different race if she wishes.
Oh, jeez.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll come back as a centaur.
That'd be fucking hilarious. And we're not gonna make those jokes, okay?
Dorzen, I'm like you now, and oh.
Son of a bitch! She's been watching us. She knows.
Yeah, she knows.
But anyways,
It'd be funny though if she did.
Dorzen, you look at the forest, and you can tell that it has that gentle sway of mystery about it yet again. But you take a step inside, and you feel that you are welcomed here, Dorzen. Everyone else, as you step into the forest tree line, you also feel welcomed. However, everything goes to a grayish color. Everything fades to black and whites. And when you look behind you, you do not see that tent or that field, just more trees, as you've all shifted over into the Raven's Nest. You begin moving through, looking around the territory, remembering 3 years ago when the two of you first came here looking for that information on how to stop Vordvik. Now you come here with him, and he looks around seeming to recognize the location. It hasn't changed at all. Not one bit. And he begins walking through here much more quickly than the rest of you. Did they tell you where they put her?
Their friends, most likely at like wrote this down.
I think we would have already communicated with Yurik where she was.
This isn't Yurik, this is Vordvik.
Oh, okay.
They'll be at the Evernight Castle.
Home. Very well. And as he's walking through here, Kuma, you notice that the wings that were far away seem to attach back to his back. He looks at the ground. There are many undead here now. Far more than before.
What happens
I'll
over
fix
time.
that.
Oh no, it's a mess right now. Actually, from what the it says in the play here.
Nope. Ace was never here.
No. I forgot.
Ace
about
wasn't
that.
here. Yeah.
He has no idea this exists.
Yep.
Yeah.
I forgot that was Connor. I thought me. I'm like, wait a minute. I tried to save myself.
Yeah,
I didn't
no.
save myself.
Literally, only the original
Conrad
party
was
knows about
past
this.
No, Connor
Conrad.
was there for no.
Was it the mountains?
Yeah.
This forest is unsettling, but if you're
We are in the
familiar-
the shade.
The shade, yes. What were you saying, Silverin?
he's just commenting how this place is unsettling. Because
Well.
it's not quite natural.
It is, a creation, after all. But it serves a wondrous purpose. This forest is supposed to be the laid-to-rest individuals with no home to go to upon their death. Those that never found a place for themselves. Though right now it seems it's been encroached with malice. I wonder why they haven't been cleaning it out as much. But I will. Uh-oh. We lost someone.
Lost Jimmy.
Gorinsky, no.
He got taken by the undead.
No. All
He
right,
had so much to live for.
let me turn off the names of the other people real quick. Duke. Done. I'm not going to update until he gets back. Anyways, you continue walking through the forest until eventually you see one or two undead just start shambling towards you all. And Vordvik just looks at them. Please just rest. And the both of them just crawl into the ground.
Oh shit.
He is a demigod.
That's
Maybe you should
right.
stay here.
Technically, since you're kind of like that, can't you do that as well, Dorzen?
Hell to the no, I can't.
Have you tried?
I haven't been here since I've been like this.
Make some effort, Dorzen. Apply yourself.
Have your brother teach you how to do it, man.
Are there any more undead for him to test it out?
There could be. Do you want to try, Dorson?
Sure, fuck it. This is the first time I've been here since A, as a champion of the Raven Queen, and B, as a reincarnation of her first champion.
All right. So, you utilize your channel divinity, turn undead, but instead of doing it hostilely to banish them away, you coax them to return to death. And those that are low enough in power, you can actually do that to. But the ones that are more powerful, you still have to do it the hard way. Vordvik has trained and grew into this position over an incredible period of time.
And that costs channel divinity.
Yes, it does.
Gotcha. I think I'll stick with Path to the Grave.
Down. Just But anyways, you all continue traveling until you do see the wondrous inside of this incredible city down a slope from where you all stand. The city itself has a large stream of lava that is thinned very, very much to only a quarter of a mile through this territory. It is a beautiful, beautiful city, though everything is colored this darkened coloration to you all. It's kind of odd, especially for those of you that have never been here. Experiencing no form of, how do I put this? Light, but still seeing is a very odd situation.
Unless you're used to dark vision.
Well, even with dark vision, it's more like you pull the very little bits of light in towards you. This is just, you see perfectly fine, but there's no light. Dark vision, you're kind of like, it's shades, but right now it's like a black and white TV show. Very weird. But he begins moving through the city, walking. And you see the ghosts look over at you all the same way that they did before, with almost a hatred instinctually, but he just moves through them. And then you start noticing a few of the vampires move out, and as they begin trying to approach towards you, one of the much older ones stops them while looking at Bordvik.
Forgot there were vampires here.
Yeah. All undead are in the shade. One of them actually approaches up towards your party. Very old, but smooth-skinned looking individual. Ancient. You can tell just from their mannerisms and gestures. So, you have returned to her then, correct? I have returned, yes. And are you here to stay? So long as you'll have me. I hope you do not wish to get in the way of my business. Sir, the only thing I wish to do is make sure that good people go where they need to. And bad don't.
Sorry guys, dropped out there.
You're good.
Do you want me to turn my camera back on or no?
That's completely up to you.
All right, we'll just go like this. I don't know why it dropped out or what, but just for safety, we'll go like this.
Sure. So, the vampire kind of circles around him a couple of times. You smell much weaker than you did before. Well, has been a long time. Don't worry. So long as you're not trying to harm any of these souls, there shouldn't be a problem. The vampire, backs away and then walks across the street away from him. There's so much work that needs to be done here. So much.
Well, it keeps you busy.
He looks back and smiles at you, just nods. Now you keep moving, and you see these rows of hedges stretches on as far as your eyes can see, and you make out what appears to be a beautiful castle that has different large pane glass windows of ravens, but still in that discolored notion. There's these large pools of water that are having fountains of other ravens just spewing into it. And the entire estate, in fact, is covered with ravens in the open area in the courtyard. He walks over towards the front gate and tries to open it, but it doesn't seem to do so. Not yet. Not yet. Okay. everybody. I'm stuck out here for the time being.
I just pat him on the shoulder. And I go to open the doors.
Uma, Mary, would you be so kind as to wait out here with him, keep him company, and make sure no one here tries to fuck with him?
Oh, I'll be
Yeah.
fine. I'll be fine. I assure you.
Yeah,
Well,
he can take care of himself.
well, regardless, both these two make good company, even if they sometimes make me want to drive something through my head.
He puts a hand on your shoulder, Silverin. You all deserve to reap your rewards for what you've done. You take care of that.
And I didn't come here to stand watching by the doors. So I'm going inside, and I walk inside.
Jesus.
Yeah. Let the whole party experience it, you know?
All right, then.
So, he will stand out here and just, looks at a few of the ravens and begins talking to them. The language is different from any language that any of you understand, though.
Oh, so it's not like usual bird speech. This is actual.
He's speaking the language of the dead, Hungruul. And none of you know that one yet. But anyways, you open up the gates, Dorsin, and all of you begin moving on inside. And you see, limping down the stairs is a very old halfling man who looks a little more alive than most of the people have in this area as he keeps going over towards you all. Hey there. Welcome back. How you been?
Been through a lot, as I gesture to myself.
Yeah, you do look a little different. Lost a bunch of weight, huh? Oh, sorry. Hansby. Pleasure to meet you. He reaches up a very small hand towards
Oh, that's right. We did
all
meet
of
this
you.
guy.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Pleasure
Yeah, it
to meet
was.
you, Hansby.
Pleasure,
Mary.
pleasure. Very pleasure. And of course, I assume you already told them the rules of the shade, right? They'll be fine. All right. All right, scoot, fly,
Wait.
leave.
Wait, what rules?
While we're walking, nothing tastes like anything. We can only stay here a couple of days or we'll be trapped here. You can't take any knowledge out. Got it? Don't fuck with the spirits or the undead.
Don't forget about dying here.
Oh, also dying. Ooh.
Don't die? Is that the gist of it?
Yeah, unless you want to stay. Don't die.
All right. Well, I had sort of already. That's a rule of thumb I have. Don't die.
Good rule, good rule.
Yeah.
He looks you up and down. You remind me a lot about my ex-wife. She's in hell
So,
and keeps walking.
Which one?
Huh.
The third one.
No.
Layer, not wife.
Oh,
I've only
right.
had one wife, but she's on the third layer. Serves her right.
Well,
What you do?
thank you for the compliment.
Yeah, of course. But you walk up the stairs, and many of the ravens just flap and flutter away from you all, giving you a lot of space. And as you get up the stairs, the doors are opened by this small halfling for you all, who's moving very slowly. Very annoyingly slowly. Like, even for a halfling, way too slow. And he just gestures inside. Alrighty. So, go on inside. Don't act like a creep and, kiss her while she's sleeping. Someone tried that before. It was really fucking weird.
Ooh, tried
Look
that
at doors.
before.
Well, not her, someone else. Apparently they were husband and wife, so, they were okay with it. They thought it was romantic, but, I don't know, me and the birds think it's fucking creepy. Don't sleep someone who's unconscious.
Oh, it
Don't
wasn't-
kiss someone who's unconscious, that's not cool.
Okay, so it wasn't actually her. indirectly
no,
there's
no,
a
no.
story of another. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, super fucking creepy. Just, you know.
And children's bookstores everywhere.
Yeah. Dude, that is like my least favorite of all the fucking fairy tales. I was like, that's actually like fucking creepy. Like, sleep
Especially
and
when
kiss
she's
me.
like 14.
I mean, have you seen? Do you know the original Sleeping Beauty stuff?
Yeah, I've read all of those, and yeah. Anyways, back to more happy topics. You walk through
Yes, in
this
the land of the dead.
You walk through this large castle that has all of these portraits on the walls of different individuals throughout history and the past that seem to line the walls. The first portrait on the left-hand side is blank, empty, but then the ones after that have different individuals and different individuals and different individuals. And they all are wearing the same set of armor as the champion of the Queen of Ravens. All the way down the halls. And you continue moving through until you find your way over towards the main chapel in this building. Jimmy and Dorzen, you both remember being here before, where you had that long conversation with Hansby about what it is you all are going to be doing here. So, you open those doors and go inside, and you see, lying inside of a box, completely unmoving, is the same Prissa as always. Still wearing that same outfit from a year ago. Or sorry, a few months ago.
Well, I think this is all we need. Was there anything special that you needed for the ritual, Soren?
Well, it should just be one thing. And he looks to Dorzen and holds out his hand for the diamond.
Give the very nice diamond that Mother Teresa gave us.
Lady Teresa, lady.
Also,
Close
I don't want to get copyright strike by the Christians, man. Come on.
Catholics.
They're more relentless than the DMCA bullshit.
Catholics.
I'm naming my next character Jesus, by the way.
Oh, God.
Well,
all right. I'll allow it.
This is going to take a while, so I'm sure you want to be here, Dorzen, Jimmy. Kuma, make sure Mary doesn't get into too much trouble.
You're asking Kuma to watch me.
He knows.
Well,
he knows.
him and all the ravens.
Soren knows.
So,
Because this is an hour to cast.
you walk over towards the box and place your diamond on top of it. Beginning your incantation, wishing out towards the Mother Exandria to allow this individual to come back and walk upon her grace yet again. Now, as you are giving this prayer and incantation, Silren, this is the most directly religious he has ever been to any of you.
We lost Jimmy again.
It's fine. He begins saying all of these different attributes about the world itself and how this individual has been good for it and has not finished their touch along it yet. And during this ritual, you see that 3 flames appear around the sarcophagus. A red, a white, and a black. All of them flickering. Sitting beside you on the bench, Dorzen, while this is transpiring, very suddenly, you see a long black-robed figure with a porcelain white mask. Now, Mary and Kuma, being a little further away, but still in the room watching. You both hear the fluttering of wings as you see a half-elven individual land beside you. He's holding daggers strapped to a feathery, large, studded leather armor. And he looks over at the two of you and smiles.
Hi there.
Hello.
Hello.
He looks at you, Mary, and kind of like tilts his head. I haven't seen you before.
She's good about that, real good.
Well, I haven't seen you before either, so.
I'm also good about that.
Well, pleased to meet a fellow colleague or whatever.
You as well. But he doesn't offer a hand or anything. He's just being courteous.
Yeah.
Now, as the ritual continues to blaze open, you all feel the room becomes warmer, nicer. Almost like a breeze is rolling through, and your time so far here in the shade, you have not felt a breeze, you have not felt warmth, you haven't had any real sensations other than your attachment to the ground below. But the wind seems to blow through here. And beside you, Dorzen, you see the porcelain mask raise upwards. Yes, you may. And then the red flame turns to a soft green. After that moment, the three flames glow brighter and then go through the candles, glowing all the way down to the base. And that diamond that Silvern has been praying over the top of this entire time glows and shines into a very beautiful, beautiful green color before it shatters and sprinkles over top of the box. Icebreaker, could you change your token image on Zoom for us, please?
Oh shit. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. Give me a second. It's been a
Resurrecting
while.
yourself.
Yeah.
It's been quite a minute.
Yes, it has.
Oh god, what was her voice? Shit.
It was your attempt at high pitch.
Yeah, there you go.
But anyways, as the glitter of the diamond falls downwards, her eyes open up. Prissa, you've been waiting for you what feels like a dozen years out there. Most of the time, you had Vordvik there, who was sweet, gentle, kind individual. Always very welcoming to any conversation you ever wanted to have. Very few people you've ever met in your life have been that helpful to anybody, even
Wholesome.
just to listen to them. Wholesome, yes. And then there was the 2 to 3 years you were out there. Alone. But you knew that Dorzen had taken him away, so he was working on bringing you back. Now you open your eyes and you see a beautiful, dazzling light of green fading over top of you. And you're inside of a box.
Oh, it's this dream again. Wait. Looks down. Oh, okay, oh, that's a nice dress. This is new. This is a bit new.
And all of you hear her muffled inside of the box.
She with her, I don't have her character sheet anymore, I don't think, but she with her like negative
I'll give it
strength
to you.
will attempt to open the box.
What's in the box?
Surprise, motherfucker.
You begin pushing against the box, and Dorzin, you feel the hand of the Queen of Ravens push you forward.
Just stumbles and just goes and rips the fucking thing open.
Prissa, you look up above you and you see standing there in this new form, not as shapely but pretty good looking, is Dorzin.
Yeah, Prissa's face go like, you know, it's that like dusky kind of color, but it it starts to kind of get flushed because her crush is like kind of super hot now, or hotter. Oh, this is definitely a better dream than most. And she goes up and hugs Dorzin. It's warmer than most too.
You feel him. For the first time in a very, very long time, you feel him.
Is this still a dream? Is it?
Virgin just crouches down and like embraces her. No, this is real.
Yeah, tears are kind of going down her eyes now too, as she just hugs tighter. I knew you'd come. I knew you'd come. I knew it all along. Thank you. And it's just that kind of like weepy, kind of like crying, but like happiness cry.
Mm-hmm. So you all stand there watching this heartfelt moment. Mary and Kuma and Silvern, complete outsiders to what you have been doing this entire time, at least emotionally. But in this one moment, the three of you understand fully why he was doing what he was doing. And Kuma, for the first time in your life, you shed a tear.
And that lizard man with no emotion to feel felt his heart grow three sizes that day.
First thought, shit, am I bleeding out of my eyes again?
Like, oh god, that'd be funny if like you did cry blood. So it's like, oh, it's so lovely, and it's like squirting out everywhere. Like,
I believe they call that eye sweat. It's just when you're focusing on something too intently.
yeah.
I get that all the time.
That being
But
said,
anyways,
let's hope you're not crying blood here in the shadow place.
That would be very bad. But Prissa, you look over and you see Jimmy standing there right by your open glass casket.
I knew we could do it. It's really good to have you back.
Thanks. I'm a bit tired though. And like as I put in the chat, Prissa she'll give a small wave to Jimmy and also these other three strangers that she saw kind of offhandedly before, but then kind of cry herself to sleep because resurrection exhaustion is a thing.
Oh,
I think.
Absolutely. I mean, you've been through hell at this point. But anyways, as you kind of fall asleep in the hands, Mary, you feel a hand on your shoulder, and you look beside you at Vax.
What is it?
There are no hard feelings between us.
No? Why would there be?
He smiles at you. You're the one who had to have whispered to her.
Oh, you mean that druid, Keyleth?
Yes.
Right.
Mary, if you
well,
hadn't realized yet, you now realize this is Vaxil Dawn.
Hmm.
Keyleth's husband.
Oh. Oh, right. Yeah, I just figured it'd be best not to have any unnecessary conflicts.
He nods. I would have done the same thing.
All right, well, I will take that as a compliment, I suppose.
He takes his hand away from your shoulder. I would do anything for her.
Right. Well, I hope that doesn't include hunting me and my friends down for doing something.
He just smiles. No real
Isn't
answer.
No, and I'm also like pondering, isn't that would I would probably have known that he was a part of Vox Machina earlier, right?
That is correct.
So I know that he's also brother of Exalia.
Yep.
Right. I met your sister a while back, by the way.
I apologize.
No,
First and
it
foremost.
Well, it was kind of a bit difficult at first, but we got along. I like her.
She is a unique individual, to say the least.
Right. Well, a bit headstrong, but
That's what it takes to be powerful in this world. Your world.
right. I know. Well, if you want me to deliver any message, I suppose maybe I'll bump into her someday again.
You see his smile fades very slowly. Nothing of the sort. And you also notice, Mary, with your intensely high perception, that the Queen of Ravens, who has been seated next to where Dorzen was previously, ever so gently gestures her head over towards you. Not enough that you would really pick up she's paying attention, but the mask just slowly gets into your peripheral view.
Right. Well, I apologize if I brought up anything uncomfortable.
He takes a couple of steps back and then just walks down the hall. He just walks away. But anyways, with Prissa resurrected, though still sleeping, the Queen of Ravens will walk over to you, Dorzen, and speak only to your mind. Nobody else hears her voice. Her transition back to life is going to be a tedious one. She will be confused. Her shape will alter to her preference.
You're muted, Dorzen.
Wait, what?
Her shape will alter to her preference. Whatever it is she desires to be in her life, whatever suits her the best, that is what she will gain.
So, what she sees herself as, or what she wishes to be?
You can't hear that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Forgot it was in the mind.
Yep.
That's never really stopped her before.
I think the trade of one beloved for another is a fair one. Now, my speaker has told me of your choice that you all wish to take. At this point, she turns around and begins speaking, and the entire room envelops with her voice, even though it sounds like she's speaking with only just a whisper. You all, I am sorry of what will transpire. No matter what happens because of your actions taken, there will be some form of consequence, either directly or indirectly. But if you place your trust in my guidance, I will leave you with the tools for success, as best as I can. She looks at you, Mary, and Kuma, and Jimmy. I understand trusting divinity is a difficult thing. But like you all, my heart can beat for another individual.
Well, I hope at least there will be some kind of trial opportunity.
Teresa will ensure it. All of you will have an opportunity to speak your reasons, to speak your truth, and to offer it to them. It will ultimately be the decision of all of those that speak for their divine, as well as the other powers of Exandria, as to what happens. Though, of course, you have my blessing for the actions you have taken.
Don't worry, guys. Whatever happens, I won't let anything bad happen to us.
Glad you're on my side, Jimmy. Our side.
Well. And also, she moves over towards Prissa Dorzen, removes her mask, but on the side so nobody else other than you can see. And she plucks an eyelash, which forms into a feather and places it onto her chest before putting the mask back on. I have given her my boon. She will be seen as innocent beyond any other doubt, regardless of their verdict.
Thank you.
She nods. Now, all of you, I wish you the best of luck.
I'm laughing so hard right now.
Yeah, Jimmy, sorry. Even with a natural 20, you can't. Like, the only people with a fighting chance are with the ones with like plus 10 over. Like,
And any advice for which option we should choose from Janice?
you've spoken with Janus.
Oh, fuck. Well, now she knows.
Jimmy did.
Yeah, a day ago, yeah.
A day ago. There was a pantheon greater than Exandria's pantheon. I'm unsure how much you all know, but that I can tell you. Janus is more powerful than I, and more powerful than almost any other known deity to you all. She looks directly at you, Silren.
I had a feeling.
He, however, only does what is needed to protect his domain. Which for all of you is time. If you have spoken to him, the only thing you can rely on from that individual is he will do anything to ensure that time is not disrupted, so that all of you can maintain free will. But anyways, you all take the time you would like. However, Teresa is waiting for you.
So, that pantheon is consisting of gods that we wouldn't normally know about, right?
What I have told you is all I am allowed to tell you.
Very well.
Any more and I would change fate.
Don't edit the odds.
Yeah, that's her one thing. Don't change fate. Anyways.
I mean, but what about that thing you used to do where it's like, what are the chances of this happening?
What are the odds?
What are the odds? Yeah. Anyways, you all gather yourselves back up. Walk slowly. Dorzen still holding on to Prissa. And make your way outside the castle walls, where you see Vax is bringing Vordovic inside. Escorting him directly. As they pass by, Vordovic just looks at you all. I wish you all the best, no matter what happens.
Good luck with the wife. And I just walk.
Thank you. Keeps going.
That's all I can say to him. Like,
yeah.
Like, he needs it.
Does he like adjust his collar after yeah, uh-huh.
Mary, Kuma, and Sylvan. What the fuck? He's married to her? Like, but anyways.
Thumbs up.
You walk out into the city. Outside of the nest itself. And when you get over towards the entrance, you all feel color and sensation fades back into existence for you all. And you see standing there with a long, militant line of individuals. There are legionnaires holding their spears against shields positioned directly at you all. And towards the very front of it, there are two individuals. The first one, Lady Teresa, standing there with her hands in front of her, clasped, looking at you all. The second one, standing to her side, is a balding man that none of you really recognize, though he is adorned with the symbol of the platinum dragon. Or sorry, the crystal one. And he is holding a sword and a shield at his sides with a breastplate armor, watching you all carefully. Teresa looks at him, and those of you that can read lips, I will handle them. And then approaches towards you all, holding a bag that jingles around.
I mean, she said hands up, so...
All of you. She looks at you all. By order of Vasselheim, and the power imbued to us by all of divinity within this realm, you are now under our arrest. to seek trial in the private courts known only to the wisps and those in charge. Do you wish to come willingly?
You're all a bunch of cunts, Mary says and spits on the ground.
We will come willingly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She holds out the bag and walks in front of each of you. Take your sets, shackle yourselves. Your weapons will be handled by me, personally. All of them. Relinquish your bags as well, please. So, you all hand over your weapons, where, again, she will handle them, personally. Your bags are taken from you. Does anybody wish to do anything before that happens?
When she stops in front of Jimmy to give the shackles, he just looks up at her. You know that there's something that I can't give.
Is it a weapon?
No, he looks down at his belt at the little, it looks like a box trinket dangling from it. It's something that we have to give back.
She looks at you and then looks down at it. Will you trust me to keep it safe?
If it's just you?
Just me.
All right. He'll unhook it and like try covering it in both of his hands and just like hold them out.
So anyways, she
Also-
takes those items as well. Yeah, Sylvan?
These are like manacles, right? Like metal, like steel, whatever manacles or something.
Yes, they are.
I can't wear these.
She tilts her head.
And I'm basically invoking the whole druid can't wear metal stuff.
Oh.
You're gonna
I'm
pull that shit
vegan.
now?
Pretty much like the.
She
only
looks at you
reason-
with your metal necklace. Your
It's not metal. This is
Yeah,
it's
it's
all
fine.
naturally
Someone
made.
get me a rope and some solving glue.
No. They have a solution to that actually.
Is it
However,
wooden
it's going to
manacles?
be no. It's going to be a lot more Well, yes, it is wooden manacles, but it's a lot more uncomfortable because they have to get clasped aggressively over your wrists, and you're stuck in like a hard position like this.
Fuck.
But yes, they will give you those because of religious freedom.
Fucking loopholes.
Yep. Oh, you think they haven't dealt with druids before? Come on now. Druids are the most dangerous individuals. Look at Tilly. Anyways. All of you don your own manacles for yourselves. They are not magical in nature. They are mundane. And they are also very clearly there to be representative, not actually restrain you. As well, Dorzan and Kuma could get out of them within seconds if they honestly tried.
Yeah.
Mary too.
So into.
Everyone.
Well, I mean, only if Mary actually keeps her thieves' tools on her. But, you know.
Well, I'm going to hide a lockpick in my hair or something.
Oh, roll me a stealth check or a sleight of hand check, please. That's what I was asking for. Are any of you doing stuff like that? Like,
Come on,
Oh.
is there not already a lockpick in Mary's hair? Let's be honest.
Well, that's a good point. but
Yeah.
just to make sure it's still secure. Just
32.
Fair.
that
Jesus.
beats the passive of an archpriestess. Yeah. But anyways, you still have your lockpicks, just in case, Mary, in your hair, and each of you don your own manacles. She then takes all of your weapons, places them into a cart, takes your bags, places them into a cart as well, and waves her hand as two agents of the Queen of Raven comes over, and they are in charge of the cart while she walks directly beside it. She's actually not strong enough to carry all of your equipment, surprisingly. And given how many bags of holding y'all got, she's not putting them in bags of holding. That'd be bad.
Well, what's the worst that could happen?
A lot of dice. I don't have enough dice.
I mean, we already found one person in the Astral Sea. What's the whole army of whatever?
But anyways. Dorzin, you are allowed to continue to carry Prissa. Though you do have to remain shackled by your legs.
Fine.
What about Pyramol?
It's taken.
She takes Pyramol. Pyramol doesn't fight her.
She is worthy.
But anyways.
She would be.
You all are escorted back over towards the rest of them, where you see the entire row of legionnaires are gesturing, and the balding man is like glaring at you all, and you see he's ready for a fight. Like, he is actively rearing for this. Teresa, are you sure they are not going to resist? The word of these individuals is worth far more than you value it at. If they said no, we will treat them with dignity until a fair trial is done. That is my last declaration on this matter.
If we were going to resist, you'd already be dead, old man.
Okay.
And he immediately starts like trying to like swing
Mary.
at you. And
Mary.
like with Teresa, she just shrugs.
Mary, that's
What?
enough. Sometimes the truth is hard to take for someone.
Oh,
Well, that's
Head of
fair
the
point. Fair
dragon,
point.
man.
I'm still in charge of their captivity, though. You get their equipment, I get them. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Worse.
He's your warden. Enjoy eating gruel.
Hey, someone can make good berries, maybe.
If you can find a mistletoe, they're taking all your spell focuses and shit. Like,
Besides, just because someone gets older doesn't mean they can't kick ass. Look at Grun.
I mean, we also kicked Groon's ass.
Don't you talk about that in real life.
No, I'm saying that out of character, not in character.
but anyways,
Oh, hey, just so we're clear, before we get to this trial, we want to confess to everything, right?
yeah, 100%, yeah, everything. So when I was 12, I stole a pencil. But yes, you all are escorted and watched by this entire large group of Tal'Dorian individuals. As you are walking through, you are brought over towards the tent. Stepping inside of the tent, you see that there appears to be an arcane glyph on the ground, already drawn, just waiting for completion, as well as an individual who is standing there looking at you all. This individual looks on the younger side, human, darker brown complexion about him. No real scars or cuts, but he does have a chin-strap beard as he looks over at you all. All of you are the saviors of that as well. Yes. I mean, first off, pleasure to meet you. I heard what you did with Vordry. Thank
really
you.
hard to arrest a celebrity.
Yeah. Can I get an autograph?
I mean, I know.
But
people tried to get
anyways.
an autograph of X.
Did she?
That was her.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
She got
I-
the pen, somehow the paper and pen somewhere,
Ah.
and she like had it when she slept, and she fell asleep though before she could ask.
Aw. That's too bad.
What?
Anyways. Anywho. Please, would you be so kind as to teleport us all back? Yeah, of course. Yes, let me finish this incantation. And he stands up, and you see that he is adorned with a large symbol of, which church was his again?
Mistress. Oh, no, that'd be bad.
No, not her.
That being said, while he's kind of doing the stuff for, I'm assuming, teleportation circle, so and just kind of like slyly looks at the warden, I assume that's taking him. Arcane magic in Vasselheim.
It's the guiding mother, the one who shows the path. What's her name again?
Oh, Oh shit! Now I can't remember.
Well,
It was Tabaxi's.
Yeah.
goddess.
Yeah.
Changebringer.
Chainbringer.
Changebringer, thank you. Yeah, the one who shows. He is wearing a symbol of her, and as you say that to him, he just smirks at you. No, but good faith can always find a way when it is needed. And Silverin, you sense divine magic that he is summoning for teleportation circle.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, those. I know exactly what he's doing.
There are some classes that gain arcane magic
Mm-hmm.
as divinity. But anyways, the circle glows to light, and all of you are teleported far away, back over to Vasselheim. And everybody, this is where we are ending the finale of this story arc. When we come back again, hopefully next week, everybody will be a level higher, finally 19, and we will find out what happens at the trials, as well as they all get to conduct a little bit of downtime together. So, players, thank you all very much for playing and participating with us. Viewers, thank you all as well. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you all next time. Goodbye.